Imagine increasing your poultry farm's production by 30 with just a few simple technological upgrades. That's a game changer for any farmer. And it's not just about increasing production. It's also about reducing costs and improving the overall quality of the meat. Now, you might be wondering how this is possible. Well, it all starts with automation. By automating certain tasks, you can free up more time to focus on the things that really matter, like the health and well-being of your animals. For example, automated feeding systems can ensure that your chickens are getting the right amount of food at the right time, and automated watering systems can make sure they always have access to fresh, clean water. This not only improves the health of the animals, but it also reduces the risk of disease. And that's a big deal, because disease can have a huge impact on production and on the bottom line. So what exactly is automation? Well, in simpler terms, it's the use of technology to control and monitor systems. It's like having a robot that can do certain tasks for you, but instead of a physical robot, it's a computer program that can control things like feeding and watering systems. And the best part is, automation is getting cheaper and more accessible all the time, so even small farmers can take advantage of it. And it's not just about the cost, it's also about the ease of use. Because let's be real, not everyone is a tech expert, but with modern automation systems, you don't need to be. They're designed to be user-friendly, so you can focus on what you do best. Farming. Now, another area where technology is making a big impact is in data analysis. By collecting and analyzing data on things like temperature, humidity, and feed consumption, you can get a much better understanding of what's working and what's not, and make changes accordingly. For example, if you notice that your chickens are eating more feed than usual, you might want to check the temperature, because if it's too hot or too cold, that can affect their appetite, and by making adjustments, you can save money on feed and improve the overall health of the animals. And it's not just about the animals. Data analysis can also help you identify areas where you can improve efficiency, like reducing energy consumption or streamlining your operations, and that can have a big impact on the bottom line. But what about the environment? Because let's be real, farming can have a big impact on the environment, and that's where technology can really help. By using things like solar power and more efficient irrigation systems, you can reduce your carbon footprint and make your farm more sustainable. And it's not just about the environment. Sustainable farming practices can also help you save money. Because when you're using less energy and water, that's less money you're spending. And that's a big deal, because every little bit counts, especially when you're running a farm. So, by combining automation, data analysis, and sustainable practices, you can create a more efficient and more productive farm. And that's the key to success in today's competitive market. And if you're thinking this all sounds great, but how do I get started? Well, the first step is to do some research and figure out what technologies are right for your farm, because every farm is different, and what works for one farm might not work for another. You might want to start by looking into automated feeding and watering systems or data analysis software, and then go from there. And don't be afraid to ask for help, because there are plenty of experts out there who can guide you through the process. And, finally, if you want to learn more about the latest technologies and innovations in farming, be sure to check out our next video, where we'll be exploring the world of precision agriculture and how it's changing the face of farming. Thanks for watching.